High emotions at a funeral on Saturday created an unwanted scene that no family should have to experience after a fight took over a moment of grief. WRTV's Amber Grigley met with a witness and shares how one pastor is still holding on to hope for change in the community.
It seemed as though there was, high emotions for whatever reason, for whatever side.
Antonio Lipscomb says he was attending a vocational training at New Direction Church just next door from Williams and Blewett Funeral Home.
I seen at least 10 to 15 cars.
When the parking lot quickly spiraled into chaos.
It just seems like the disregard of the human life and care for the deceased definitely wasn't distributed that day.
People started fighting inside of the funeral home, sending nearly 150 people into the parking lot scrambling for safety. Witnesses tell police at least one person used pepper spray.
A lot of screaming, a lot of, violent language, and violent behavior.
IMPD and the emergency response group responded to the scene. IMPD tells me it didn't take long for them to calm down the crowd.
Williams and Blewett is a staple in this community.
This altercation comes nearly 5 months after a shooting took place at the same funeral home during another service back in April.
We know that it's not something that they want, it's something that we don't want. And so we want to encourage the community to recognize that the businesses that do business in our community, we want to respect them, we want to value them.
Pastor Kenneth Sullivan says this was yet another incident that could have been avoided. He says his efforts to curb the violence are not in vain, and it does not discourage his push for change.
We all have to continue to push back the darkness and to strive to make a difference in our community so that the next generation can grow up different and that they can have a better mindset.
Working for you, I'm Amber Grigley, WRTV.
One person was arrested in connection to this incident for a stolen gun. Amber spoke with the funeral home manager who says this is disappointing, but they are committed to do whatever they can to help the community curb the violence.